Okay. A couple of games have been played. I just want to give you guys a quick update. So Philly and the 49ers have just played. They had a really close game. It came down to the last drive as well. All these games have been really exciting and came really close, of course. If you don't know the score, I suggest turning this video off, but I'll give you about 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. All right. So jumping into the bracket here real quick to give you guys an update. So Rams won, 49ers won 23 to 19, and then the Bears won 31 to 27. So all these have been really exciting games, and they came close. Have all come down to pretty much the last drive, last possession of the game. So I mean, it's been a really exciting weekend. So just to kind of give you guys a clue of what's going on. So the NFC side of the bracket's pretty much set for the following weekend. So it's going to be the Seahawks versus the 49ers, first seed and the sixth seed. So that's going to be a pretty good game, I hope. I hope the 49ers can stay healthy and make this game a close game. The Seahawks have a really good team. They have a really good defense. And of course, JSN is something to never forget about. So the other game is the Bears and the Rams. I personally think the Rams should have this game, but I think the Bears can make it interesting on offense, but we'll see what happens. So, of course, the Patriots play later on tonight, and then the Steelers and the Texans play tomorrow night as well. So the AFC side, so it has to be figured out. So jumping into my teams, the three teams that we drafted together. So I'm gonna run through the first one. I'm gonna run through all three of them in order. Unfortunately, the first YouTube team that we drafted together, I knew right away that it was not going to be a good team. 1.70s, and we're in dead last. So just to recap the team here. Uh, Granted, now a portion of the team hasn't played, but okay, so Sam Darnold was on bye. CJ Stroud plays tomorrow night. Trevion Henderson plays in a few minutes. Kenneth Walker is, of course, on bye. Buddy Marks plays tomorrow night. JSN is on bye. Nico Collins plays tomorrow night. So Kobe Myers put up 1.70 points. Jaden Higgins plays tomorrow night. Shaheed, Rashid, whatever. Shaheed is on bye. So I think we can safely assume this team is out, unless you see me getting 100 points. So this is first place. Trevor Lawrence had 21 points. Saquon had 14. Travis Etienne, who is out, he's eliminated. Oh, and Trevor Lawrence is also eliminated. So this guy's in trouble. So he's not going to get any quarterback points from here on out. So Travis Etienne had 20 points. Josh Jacobs, I can't recall the exact number, but of course he has zero in this case, just because his running backs outscored him. So Devonta Smith, he got zeroed out in this guy's case. Um, let's see. Hold up. Parker Washington had 20. He had a phenomenal game today. Romeo Dobbs played last night. Of course, he's out as well. He had a great game as well. And then McConkey plays after a while. So he had a real good score. But let's be real. He's in trouble. 0 points going forward from his quarterback position. Saquon is out. Travis Etienne is out. And Josh Jacobs is out. Devonta Smith is out. Parker Washington is out. Brenton Strange is out. Jaden Reed out. Romeo Dobbs is out. Lab McConkey, whatever happens, he's got one player or he's got zero players going forward. So this guy is in very deep trouble. He has one player. Assuming Lab makes it, he has one player going forward. So he's in trouble. Second place, Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, and then Omarion Hampton, who plays in a few minutes. Puka, Cortland Sutton. This guy has a much better chance of surviving the following week. I think that he's probably the guy. Let's see, actually, let's take a deeper look at this. So let's see here. All those guys look good. Cortland Sutton's playing next week. Brian Thomas is gone. Watson is gone. And so he's missing two out of his 10 players. So he's in really good shape. Now, this guy in third place is missing Jalen Hurts going forward. Caleb Williams is still around. James Cook is still good to go. Those two guys are good. Brown's gone. Goddard's gone. Who also, man, he had a good game as well. 17 points. Kincaid still sticking up with us. Loveland's here. And then DJ Moore. So he still has a couple players. Actually, one, two, three. He's missing three players. So out of seven, he's got seven left. So not a bad situation for him. So I think it's safe to say our first team is gone, but our second team, our YouTube team two, is still in decent shape. We're in third place. First place has 92.84. Second place has 84.12. I'm at 74.66. So Cypher played pretty well. We got him. We got Bo Nix on by. RJ Harvey's on by. Blake Corum is on. He has 680. And then we have Omar in Hampton, who's coming up in a few minutes. Hopefully he's playing tonight, and hopefully he can put up a good score and kind of push out this 680 for us. So Booker played great. Davante had 970. I'd like a little more beef there. Of course, Troy Franklin's on by. Then we got Higby, who had 550. I love for the lad to get double digits here and kind of push me up and that get me into that second place spot. But let's see what second place has. So his two quarterbacks are done. Josh Allen was 30. Love is gone. Cook is here. Oh, Josh Jacobs had a better score at 630. That's yikes. So his running backs are done. Josh Jacobs is gone for the season. Khalil Shakir should have, let's see, it looks like he had 14, 20. Kincaid is a zero. Watson's gone, and Jaden Reed is gone, who had 1370. So, I would say his players are done, but if I can get 10 points here somehow and make up the ground, then I'm in decent shape. So, let's check the fourth place guy just for the sake of this conversation. So we still have CJ Stroud. He has Woody Marks, who could potentially pump one of these guys. And then he has Nico Collins, who I'm actually a little worried about. DK Metcalf, you never know, man. And same with Quentin Johnson. You never know about these two guys. So I think fourth place is a potential threat here. And then these two guys, I mean, let's see what these two guys just did just for the heck of a conversation. So Drake May can probably get you 20 or 30. Ramadre, same deal. I would say 10 or 15, 20 somewhere in there. We'll say 20. So that's 40 points right there. Um, Hunter Henry, Keishon Butte, and Shaheed. He really has to rely on these two receivers to get him going. So I don't know, man. We'll see how this team shapes up. I'm in third place right now. I need some points over the next two games. Jumping into our third YouTube team. I'm currently in second place. Love Your Mom, I gotta say it, is in fourth place, and it's looking pretty good for me. So Matthew will touch his team first. So Matthew Stafford, of course, has a zero, but Jordan Love has a 30 game, but he's gone. Josh Jacobs is gone. Woody Marks plays tomorrow night. Devontae Adams had a zero for him. Stephon Diggs plays in a few minutes. Of course, these two guys put up points. Devonta Smith is gone, unfortunately. Christian Watson is gone. Christian Watson is gone. Reed is gone. And then he's got Higgins tomorrow night. So I'm currently in second place, fighting off third place right here. We'll check this guy real quick. I imagine Josh Allen's. Yeah, he's a guy for him. James Cook, DeAndre Swift. Okay, so Swift had his point. So I mean, oh no, it looks like this guy's in great shape. I mean, all of his players are alive. George Kittle unfortunately had an injury tonight. I don't think he's coming back based on what I saw. I'm not going to speculate on that, but I think he's probably done for the season. I guess I just speculated on that by accident. Shakir, Jennings, Kincaid, Pearsall, and Odunze. So all of his players are still alive, technically. Um, so he's in great shape. In fact, he could probably make it to round two, but he's done for the night. Am I right? Wait, let's double check that. Or his players done? Yeah, his team's done. So I'm in two. That's not bad. I got CJ Stroud. Trevor Lawrence put up 21 for me, so that's a pretty good score to top. Kyron Williams, Tootin, my running backs are done. Puka, Nico, Brian Thomas. I just need a little boost from Nico, hopefully. And Strange, Brian Thomas are gone, unfortunately. Tootin's gone, and Trevor Lawrence is gone. So I'm really relying on the Texans from here on out and the Rams, thankfully. So I have the Rams and Houston. So I mean that's part of the reason why I drafted these guys. So I have a shot. I have a shot. So this guy, Brock Purdy's so alive. Bo Nix is obviously on by. McCaffrey had a great game. ETN had a great game as well, but he's done for the season. Let's see who else. Tedrow McMillan's so we've lost a couple people here. So that's kind of where we're at. All in all, the games have been great. They've been fun to watch, but I've been a little discouraged as far as our teams go. I guess I'll show you my highest point overall. It's this team right here, 106 points. Let's see, Jordan Love. That's the issue. That's the issue. My House overall team has Jordan Love, Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Parker Washington, Brian Thomas, Jaden Reed, and Romeo Dobbs. So you can quickly see what the issue is. So going forward, I have no quarterbacks on that team. Going forward, I have Kenneth Walker III, who's probably going to get vultured by Zach Charbonnet from here on out. On the goal line, I have JSN, who could maybe carry me to the Super Bowl, but I can't rely on just one player. I mean, if he's putting up 60 bombs, like, great, I'll take it, but it's probably not going to happen. And then everybody else is gone. So this team's my highest score, but it's screwed, in my opinion. And then this is the second highest score that I have, unrelated to the teams that we drafted. So it was Jaguars and Rams for this team, based on what I did here. So hopefully the Chargers win tonight and help me out with this team. But I've lost a couple bodies on this team as well. So all in all, that's playoff best ball in a nutshell. You're going to lose bodies as you go each and every week in every single game, but that's how the game's played, and it's been fun. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated as the next few games go on. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. All the Sunday games have been played at this point, and I want to give you guys a quick update on my best ball fantasy teams for the NFL playoffs. So, real quick, we're going to jump into the bracket, and I'll kind of walk you through everything that's gone on. So, all the Sunday games have been played, so we'll start on the right side. Of course, the Panthers and Rams played, and the Rams won that game. The 49ers won over the Eagles, and the Bears won over the Packers. But all these games actually came down to that last drive, so it was really fun to watch all those three games. The Seahawks will play the 49ers next week, and the Bears will play the Rams next week as well. And you can kind of see the spread there. So it looks like the Seahawks are favored, and then looks like the Rams are favored by 3.5. So no real surprises here. And I I would agree with that as well. I would hope the Seahawks and the Rams are winning just for my own team's sake. So on the AFC side, of course, the Steelers and Texans play tonight. The Jaguar and the Bills played yesterday. That was another really exciting game. In fact, that was another banger. I mean, we had one, two, three, four. We basically had like four bangers that came down to the last drive. That could have gone either way. Um, Josh Allen finally wins on the road with the Bills, so that was a big one for him. So 27-24. And then the Patriots won over the Chargers of 60-3. I guess they can't all be bangers, so that was kind of a quieter game. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think if the Chargers were fully healthy, if they had that line, I think that could have been a little bit more interesting. And if Herbert was fully healthy, I think that could have been probably a different outcome. But yeah, they just had a really tough time last night. I think they just were too injured, basically. Um, but we'll see how the Patriots do from here on out. I imagine. Oh, it's decided they'll play the Texans. I need the Texans to win tonight, basically. So the Broncos and the Bills play next week. Oh, it's 1.5. That's Buffalo's favorite. Wow, interesting. And then the Patriots will play. I hope the Texans next week, and then that'll be an exciting game as well. So I think this thing is updated as well. I want to see. I think this thing is updated as well. I wanted to see. So this thing is updated as well, and I wanted to see what the probabilities were for this. Okay, that's funny because this has the Broncos and the Bills. Buffalo looks like it's favored by 1.5. Seahawks are favored by 7.5, and the Rams are favored by 3.5. So it looks like here, but the probabilities are flip flops. So 61% on the Broncos over the Bills, Seahawks 68 over 32, and then the Bears 46 to 54. So the only one that looks a little off is this one, unless I'm just reading that wrong, which is interesting. And then let's see here. They're saying Texans at 55% over the Steelers, which makes sense since that's the same number there. So, and then Broncos Bills. Oh, okay. Broncos Bills, and it's the same number there. And let's see here, 68-32. And then let's see, Broncos, Seahawks. and they're saying the Seahawks are going to win this whole thing. Okay. So I want to jump on this probabilities over here real quick as well. Um, of course, we're losing more and more teams as this thing goes on. So let's see here. Okay. Highlighting all that. So conference championship Seahawks are still at 68%, 61. The Patriots at 65%, so they're the second highest. Interesting. Well, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Rams at 54%, the Bills at 39%, 49ers at 32%, the Bears at 46%, and then the Texans at 22%, and 13% for the Steelers. And let's see here. Seahawks at 49%. That's the highest, followed by the Broncos, Patriots. Looks like that's in order. 23 for the Rams. Bills at 16%, 15%. Then kind of the same deal here. So that's interesting that the Bears are at 46%, and then it just drops down. So it's basically like, yeah, they're gonna make interesting. Hmm, interesting. I think at this point, I can see it going in a lot of different directions. All right, so real quick, jumping into the first team. I know this team looks ugly, man, but anyway, the highest score is 98.88, and then the second highest score is 88.66. So I imagine he is done for the week, so he's holding on. Um, I think we talked about this earlier, but yeah, he's lost a lot of his players. Like they played well to get him through this first round, so he survived this round, but all of his players are gone, so like his team is done. Like he won, but he lost. You know what I mean? All of his players are not playing next weekend, so like he's putting up a zero, and I think that's going to be more common than you would think. So honestly, like I've had this happen to me too in a couple of these things, and I'm feeling discouraged because like I had a good score, but then it's like, well, I only have one player playing next week, so I know it's over. So it's like like great, I won the first round, but and then it's like, man, this really stinks. So I got pretty discouraged last night and this morning, and I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if there's like how much of a chance I actually have here on some of these teams. Um, I think this guy's probably in better shape. Like the only player he's lost so far um, was Omari and Hampton, and honestly, I don't even know how many carries Omari and Hampton had last night. To be honest with you, they really didn't use him a whole lot based on what I saw. But we'll get the numbers. Let's get the numbers real quick. Let's see here. I mean, Herbert had 57 rushing yards. I mean, yeah, let's get the box score. There we go. All right, rushing yards. Yeah, he had one carry compared to Vidal. He just wasn't healthy, man. That's my take on it. They just didn't want him to carry the ball for this. Um, Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think everybody drafted Hampton, and not many people drafted Vidal, unless you're keeping an eye on the injury reports later on in the week. But I mean, even if you did draft Vidal, so like he had 11 carries for 31 yards and no touchdowns, like you really didn't get a score out of that. I had Vidal on my fantasy team. I was pretty desperate throughout the regular season. He had some good weeks and then he had some rough weeks, but it was like a green light, red light kind of situation. Like one week would be a green light, the following week would be a red light, and it would just continue throughout the entire season. It was kind of annoying, but kind of funny looking back. So, so he's missing one player. Brian Thomas, Christian Watson are gone. So he's missing three players total. So I actually really think this guy, whatever pod he ends up in for week two, I think he has a decent shot at making some noise in there too. Because surely Stafford's going to play well, and Puka's probably going to eat again, and he'll have his Rams players, or excuse me, his Bronco players, back on the table, like Sutton and Troy Franklin. He'll have them back as well. Let's take a look at third place the guy again, just to recap everything. See, he's got Hurts, he's gone. Williams, James Cook, Charbonnet coming back next week. Monongai, AJ Brown, Goddard, Kincaid, Loveland, and DJ Moore. See, I bet the 49ers and Eagles game was a critical game for a lot of people. And then I know the Bills and Jaguars game was a critical game for me just because I had a lot of Jaguars. It was just honestly easy to draft whatever team I wanted and then the Jaguars to kind of complement them. I thought they had a really nice team this year and were pretty well coached, but it just didn't work out for them this year. But I'm very happy for Josh Allen. Hopefully he gets his shot to win a ring. So this guy has Josh Allen, of course. He has Ramondre, DeAndre Swift. Um, Looks like this guy is still very much alive as well. So if he can squeeze into that top two spot, he would be great. But unfortunately, like his team, he can't put up any further scores because his team's done for the week. So let's see. Fourth place was that the same team? Yeah, that was fourth place. J Love did not get J Love. Anyway, so I mean, this guy, he's most likely done as well. Yeah, he's done as well. And then here's me. I have a 1.70 points here. I don't have a quarterback score, so whatever CJ Stroud puts up, let's say it's 15, 20 points right there. Um, Trevion Henderson, what numbers did he put up last night? I think they really relied on Ramadre. I mean that okay, so he did have 9 carries for 27 yards, no touchdown. They didn't have any touchdowns. The only touchdown was Hannah Henry. Yeah, just not really a great game for fantasy football purposes, but anyway. Yeah, anyway. So of course it was Ramadre. So that pretty much probably screwed me. I needed a better score for him. Wait, why is that a zero? Why don't I have any points there? Shouldn't I have something? I don't know. I feel like I should have something. I don't know. What did Mark's voice tonight? I need a game from him. And let's see, Nico plays as well tonight. Jacoby Myers is gone. See what that 170. I remember drafting him and I was just not excited about it. And this is why I was not excited about it. um, yeah. So this game's probably done. If it somehow, I mean, I would be basically getting 80 points. Is that even realistic? I don't think it's realistic. I mean, let's Pines, 20 points here. Let's say, I don't even want to say 15. I'll say 10. So 20, 30. And then if Nico gets 10, that's 40. And if Higgins gets 10, that's 50. So, like, yeah, we don't have a shot, in my opinion. I don't have enough firepower there. All right, so YouTube team two, I'm in third place. So I have anybody left. I know I recapped a lot of this already. So Amari and Hampton, he put up a zero for this one since, uh, you know, I think this might be the final score I had, and then Lad had zero. So this is the final score I had. So this team's out, unfortunately. This was a really nice team too, man. Like I had Stafford, Corum, Puka, Devontae Adams, Higby. Man, see, I was about 10 points shy from this guy. This guy's right on my heels though. He has Stroud. He probably will pass me. And Woody Marks. He has Nico. He'll probably pass me if I had to guess. This guy. Yeah, it's just so discouraging because it's like, man, I thought my thesis was correct. I thought like I had a good plan, and it just didn't work out. Um, this guy's done for the night, for the weekend. I put up a really nice score. I mean, Josh Allen had a great game for him, and you also have Love. So like he had a really good quarterback score this week, regardless. Josh Jacobs kind of let him down at the running back spot, but you know what, man? Stroud's probably going to get 15. Wouldn't you think? That's a really good running back score. Woody Marks might not top that. If he tops 15, that's another point. You know what I mean? I'm going to guess Nico can probably top this Brian Thomas score. We'll see. I think he has a shot. All right, YouTube number three. Thank God I have a team that could advance. Knock on wood. So just to recap, my team here, I think. Oh, I have Stroud. He may or may not top that 21 score from Lawrence. Oops, clicked out of it by accident. Tyler Williams still alive. Corum still with us. Tootin's gone. uh, Nakua's here. Collins is here. Brian Thomas is here. See this one I still have some juice left in me. So I see the Stroud. I didn't get Woody. That's right. I missed out on Woody. So between Stroud and Nico, like I could probably maybe get a couple more points out of this. But let's see. He's at 81. Let's see if I can lock this thing up, man. Kittle. Um, I think his score is final. So like his score is final. So unless fourth place has somebody on the night, he has Woody. Okay, he has Woody. Okay, Woody could probably top 630. I don't think that's too impressive. um, Now, oh, and he has Higgins. That's right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Um, well, let's see here. So Higgins would have to top. He would have to top like 11 points. Yeah, he would have to top 11 points. So 11 plus a 630. Like that's possible. He comes back. Well, let's see how much ground he's got to make up. I'm 12 points ahead and I have Nico and I have CJ Stroud. Like, yeah, we'll see, man. I hope I'm in secure that second place spot. This guy, he's done, I think. Yeah, hopefully I can hang on for dear life. And then just make sure 64 points here. I think this is set. So anyway, like I said, I'm just feeling a little discouraged because I don't know how many players you have to have on your team in order to be realistic for week two and week three. I was really hoping to carry as many of those 10 players into the second and third rounds. But like, see, like this team right here is the highest pointed team that I had. So like 106, 102, and 101, 95. So like, let's take this team here. So like, man, you had an awesome week. But it's like, man, you had an awesome week, but man, like you had a great week one, and you're even going to week two, man. So like everybody on this team's gone. So like everybody except Walker and JSN. Like I don't know, you're probably going to be facing teams like that in week two and stuff like that. So I mean that may be an interesting situation for a lot of people. But yeah, I mean I kind of have mixed feelings on some of this stuff because I'm like, man, I don't know if I have a shot or not. I don't think I do, to be honest with you. But we'll see how this plays out. See, like I drafted a lot of. See, like it was so easy to draft. Like the Rams, like you get a couple Rams players, and then the Jaguar players would be there a few rounds later. Like Trevor Lawrence was always there. ETN, you always had a shot at getting, stuff like that. So I imagine a lot of people drafted similar to how I did it, and just got punched out too. So see, like this team's really just relying on the Rams now. And is that enough firepower to get you through? Maybe, maybe not. I guess if they keep winning and playing well, like maybe, but you have to be the first overall scorer. So I don't know, man. So that was another team I did. This was another team. This will be the last one I show you guys. See, like Trevor Lawrence is gone, Etienne's gone, like Warren's surely he's gone. So I'll show you one more. Screw it. See, like I'm in a good. I don't know, man. So this quickly turned into a Bears team for the most part. Well, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll keep you guys updated after tonight's game, and we'll see how it goes from here. Thank you, guys.